In this chapter, the focus shifts to the legal and financial ramifications of Roger Ackroyd's death. Poirot interviews the family lawyer, uncovering the details of the will. An investigation into a sum of missing cash leads to interviews with the household staff, particularly the enigmatic parlor maid, Ursula Bourne.
We found Mrs. Ackroyd in the hall with a small, dried-up little man. Lawyer was written all over him.
Mr. Hammond is staying to lunch with us. You know Major Blunt, Mr. Hammond? And dear Dr. Shepherd. And, let me see.
This is M. Poirot, Mother. I told you about him.
Oh, yes, of course. He is to find Ralph, is he not? Oh, my poor nerves. I can't help feeling it must have been an accident. Roger's hand must have slipped or something.
This theory was received in polite silence. I saw Poirot edge up to the lawyer and speak to him in a confidential undertone.
I am acting in the interests of justice. Miss Ackroyd has asked me to investigate the death of her uncle.
I cannot seriously believe that Captain Peyton is concerned in this, however strong the circumstantial evidence. The mere fact that he was hard-pressed for money.
Was he hard-pressed for money?
It was a chronic condition with Ralph Peyton. Money went through his hands like water.
I see. You are acquainted with the provisions of Mr. Ackroyd's will.
Certainly. £1,000 to his housekeeper, Miss Russell, £500 to his secretary, Mr. Raymond. The income on £10,000 to Mrs. Cecil Ackroyd. Miss Flora Ackroyd inherits £20,000 outright, and the residue, the property, and the bulk of the fortune to his adopted son, Ralph Peyton.
Captain Patton will be an exceedingly wealthy young man. To Puck, my friend, I want you to ask Major Blunt some questions. Introduce the name of Mrs. Ferrars. Ask if he was here when her husband died. And while he replies, watch his face.
Blunt joined us, and I suggested a stroll on the terrace. How things change. I was up here last Wednesday, and Ackroyd was with me. Now he's dead. Mrs. Ferrars is dead. You knew her, didn't you?
Went with Ackroyd to call. Last Tuesday. Fascinating woman, but something queer about her. Deep.
Were you down here when her husband died?
No. From all I heard, it was a good riddance. Blackguard, I thought.
All the troubles in the world can be put down to money or the lack of it.
I'm not too flush just now, as a matter of fact. Came into a legacy a year ago, and like a fool, let myself be persuaded into putting it into some wildcat scheme.
I sympathized, narrating my own similar trouble. Then the gong pealed for lunch.
Eh bien?
He's all right, I'm sure of it. I'll swear the man is perfectly square. Afterwards, Mrs. Ackroyd took me aside.
I can't help feeling a little hurt. That £20,000 ought to have been left to me, not to Flora. A lack of trust, I call it. Roger was always most peculiar, not to say mean about money matters. And then to leave £1,000 to that Russell woman. Something very fishy about her. She was certainly doing her best to marry Roger, but I soon put a stop to that.
Mr. Hammond provided a necessary diversion by coming to say goodbye. The conversation turned to the missing £40.
Mr. Ackroyd cashed a check for £100 yesterday. He kept his cash in an old collar box in his bedroom.
We all went up to Ackroyd's bedroom. Raymond opened a drawer, took out a collar box, and drew out a thick wallet.
£100, you said, but there is only 60 here.
Impossible.
Then the affair is very simple. Either he paid out that £40 sometime last evening, or else it has been stolen.
Which of the servants would come in here yesterday evening? The parlor maid is leaving, you say?
We went to the housekeeper's room. First, Miss Russell was questioned. Then the parlor maid, Ursula Bourne, was sent for.
You are Ursula Bourne? I understand you are leaving?
Yes, sir. I disarranged some papers on Mr. Ackroyd's desk. He was very angry, and I said I had better leave.
I must tell you, my girl, that a large sum of money is missing from Mr. Ackroyd's room.
Flushing. I know nothing about any money. If you think I took it, you are wrong.
It was yesterday afternoon that Mr. Ackroyd dismissed you. How long did the interview last?
I don't know. Something like half an hour.
After she and the other maid, Elsie Dale, were dismissed, I left the house with Poirot. I wonder what papers the girl could have disarranged for Ackroyd to get so angry.
But was it a trivial matter? What did you think of that girl, Ursula Bourne?
She seemed a nice girl.
She seemed a nice girl, yes. I will show you something. Look.
He handed me the inspector's list. A small cross was marked in pencil next to Ursula Bourne's name.
There was one person on this list whose alibi had no kind of confirmation. Ursula Bourne.
As far as Mrs. Ferrars's letter went, she mentioned a person, not specifically a man.
I must rearrange my ideas. Method, order. Would it be possible for you to go to Marby? See this. Mrs. Folliot, who gave the reference. Find out all you can about Ursula Bourne.
You believe Ralph to be innocent, though?
Do you want to know the truth? My friend, everything points to the assumption that he is guilty.